Good morning, and thanks for joining me for our daily devotion. My name is Elizabeth Johnson, and I'm the music director here at Lord of Life. So, I've probably mentioned before that I really love folk music and hymns based around folk music. I just love the idea of kind of thinking about this music that has existed sometimes for centuries and is just passed down from generation to generation just by hearing and by singing and kind of making music together until it's eventually written down. So, my piece that I wanted to play for you today is called Prelude on Kingsfold. And Kingsfold was an old English folk song. We don't really know the origin of it, we don't really know how long it's been around. I believe it was first collected and published in the late 19th century. And then a bit after that, the great composer Ralph Vaughan Williams used it multiple times. He was a great composer. He was strongly influenced by folk music and folk songs and used many of them in his pieces. So he arranged this tune Kingsfold into kind of our hymnal arrangement. He also used it in his English folk song suite, which is a piece he wrote for concert band, in I think the 1920s. And the tune is also sometimes called Dives and Lazarus, which was the name of an old English ballad slash carol. I think sometimes it's listed as a Christmas carol. Vaughan Williams wrote another piece called Five Variants of Dives and Lazarus, based on this tune again. The tune also bears a pretty strong resemblance to, if you're familiar with the song Star of the County Down, which is the tune listed for our hymn Canticle of the Turning in our hymnal. It's almost the same. There's a few little differences here and there, but it's essentially the same music. So it's pretty clear that this music has been around for a long time and is just used in many, many different settings. So it appears in our hymnal with the hymn I Heard the Voice of Jesus Say, which was from the mid-19th century, written by Horatius Bonar. And I believe it went through a few different tunes. I think it still exists with several different tunes, but this Kingsfold is probably the most well-known. It's interesting to look at some of the earlier tunes that the hymn used. They're very different. Some very kind of traditional hymn chordal writing, whereas this Kingsfold is just a very kind of lilting, almost haunting folk tune in some aspects of it. So I wanted to play first the hymnal version, our just traditional hymnal arrangement of I Heard the Voice of Jesus Say, and then I'd like to play a piano piece called Prelude on Kingsfold by Penny Rodriguez.